I'm 24, and I wasted 10 years of my life watching Korn every single night. No one ever told me it could mess up my brain, my body, my relationships. I just thought it was normal. But after 1,098 days free and over 100 hours studying its effects, let me break down the 7 biggest discoveries I've made. This stuff literally changed my life, and if you've ever felt like something's off, it might change yours too. First, Korn-induced erectile dysfunction is real and common. You've probably heard of it, but here are 5 signs you might have it and not even know. You struggle to get hard. You lose your erection midway through. You're fine with Korn, but not with real intimacy. You're more excited by a screen than an actual partner. You feel nothing during sex, physically or emotionally. That was me. I was 22 and couldn't even perform with someone I cared about. But I had 0 issues when I opened a tab on my laptop. That's when I knew something was wrong. Around that time, I found this little app called HoldX. I didn't take it seriously at first, but tracking my urges, logging streaks, and reading other people's stories actually helped a lot. I'll link it below if you're curious. But let's keep going. Second escalation is destroying your dopamine. The more Korn you watch, the more regular content stops working. You start with soft stuff, but after a while, it's not enough. Now you need extreme, weird, even violent content just to feel the same hit. This is called escalation, and it's a classic sign of addiction. Worse, real sex starts feeling boring. Your brain expects the high-speed, multi-tab chaos, not slow, human connection. Third, it kills your energy, motivation, and drive. Back in college, I remember sitting down to study for a major exam. I pulled my chair out, opened my books, and my brain flooded with Korn memories. I couldn't focus. I closed the book and relapsed within 10 minutes. Turns out, our brain's reward center, the nucleus accumbens, gets hijacked by Korn. That's why real effort, like studying, going to the gym, working, feels boring. Your brain is chasing instant reward, and nothing hits harder than Korn. Fourth, it literally makes you dumber. This one shocked me the most. Studies show that compulsive Korn users experience something called hypofrontality. That means the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making and discipline, starts to shrink in function. Meanwhile, the midbrain, the part that drives cravings and primitive urges, becomes stronger. So yeah, that part of your brain that says, "I'll just watch one video," ends up binging for hours. Same with Netflix, junk food, social media, but Korn is the strongest one, by far. 5. You start avoiding real intimacy. At some point, I realized I didn't even want to go out anymore. No interest in dating, meeting new people, connecting. Why would I? When you've got endless content online, 24/7, tailored exactly to your taste, real connection feels like too much effort. But that's the trap. We lose our edge, our confidence, our masculinity. We get used to being alone and convince ourselves we like it. 6. You become emotionally numb. When you're constantly overstimulated, your baseline resets. Happiness, love, joy, they all feel muted. I used to laugh less. I stopped feeling excited for things. Even hugs or compliments from people I loved felt off. It wasn't depression. It was dopamine burnout. 7. You start to lose your identity. When I was deep in that cycle, I didn't even know what I wanted anymore. I wasn't chasing goals. I wasn't proud of myself. I was just surviving. Every free moment turned into a scroll, a search, a relapse, and guilt. It became my routine. I'm not sharing this for pity. I'm sharing it because no one told me this stuff when I was 14, 15, 16. So if you're watching this and something in you relates, just know it's not too late. Whether it's day 1 or day 1,000, you can take back control. You can rewire your brain. You can rebuild your confidence, and you can feel like you again. I'll drop all the resources I used below. Feel free to check them out or ignore them. Just don't ignore yourself.